Our attention to the team Nebraska has never beaten. We welcome in Scott Schrader from On3 USC Scoop. Hey, Scott, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let's talk about the road-home splits. Is it more about just who USC's played on the road, or is there actually a concern there, the difference between being there in L.A. and anywhere else?
Hey, if you look back to especially these past two seasons, there's something to USC having a difficult time on the road. Last season, the only road victory they had was UCLA. So this year they've gone on the road. They beat Purdue and they've done a little bit better than they did last year up to this point. But this. The way that a lot of the fans and us in the media are looking at this game is it's a big test for USC on the road. It's going to be in an environment that's going to be loud and crazy. I can't wait to see it and be a part of it myself. But no, they've had problems on the road.
Scott, USC has been able to run the football really, really well this year. But that's being said with the stable has been banged up all year. How have they been so consistent at running the football now that they're on their third or fourth running back so far going into the eighth game?
You got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line coach, Zach Hanson, on that. He took over for Josh Henson, who's now at Purdue. And, the line play has been light years better than it was last year from a consistency perspective. And, and they've got their starting left tackle that's been out for the last couple of games, and their starting center has as well. So they probably are going to be getting the left tackle back for this game on Saturday. But I think that it comes down to that. I just think the two running backs that they brought in through the transfer portal last year, and Wayman Jordan and Eli Sanders, were just exceptionally good. But now you've got King Miller, who is a walk-on third string running back, and you had Brian Jackson, who wasn't even dressed for the first half of the Michigan game. And the beginning of the third quarter, he runs up the tunnel and puts his uniform on and comes in and scores a touchdown. So yeah, it's pretty impressive the way they've been running the ball. They did struggle last week against Notre Dame, but it's definitely been something I think that's been a high point for USC this season offensively.
Scott, year two in the Big Ten. How have you seen USC just adjust how their roster is built to handle this league, and even just maybe how they adjust to some of the trips and traveling after doing it year one, now going into year two?
Yeah, they've changed some stuff up with the way that they're traveling, for sure. When they went to Illinois, it's not only flying into Chicago, but then you have a 2-hour drive after that. So they left a couple of days early for that game. Notre Dame was a 7:30 p.m. kickoff, so they left the day before for that game. But recruiting wise, they're definitely recruiting differently than they had when they were in the Pac-12. Their size is the biggest factor on the guys that they're bringing in right now, especially on the lines. And you have to look at that also when you're recruiting your secondary and your linebackers as well. I don't think they're quite there with where they want the roster to be, but what program is. But they've definitely changed that up, and I think they've been a little bit slow, maybe on the roster development and all that kind of stuff. But overall, this team is far, far bigger and stronger than the team was 2 years ago.
Hey, Scott, we appreciate it. Will you see you Saturday in the press box?
Yeah, look forward to seeing you guys.
All right, take it easy. Let's take a look at the Big Ten standings and where Nebraska is and where everyone else is as well. Indiana, of course, sitting there on top. Ohio State, Oregon, and then as we talked about, who's your next team of those 4 or 5? Is it Michigan, Iowa, USC, UCLA, or Nebraska? Some interesting games around the Big Ten this week. Big Ten has Penn State looking for their first Big Ten win in Columbus against top-ranked Buckeyes. Second-ranked Indiana goes in the road. Maryland. Illinois looks to bounce back. They host Rutgers. Of course, Illinois fell out of the rankings. But going into the rankings, Ohio State is still number 1. Indiana is number 2. Oregon is number 6. Michigan is 21. And USC is number 23. Let's look at the current survey for this week. Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, close to locks for the CFP. Who's likely who's the 4th team? And fans here saying it's Nebraska at 37%. Then a bunch of 20% between Iowa, Michigan, and USC. And then Washington coming in at 3%. That's your 4th in the Big Ten right there, looking at those. Let's talk about the schedule and what Nebraska has coming forward. Obviously, they have the USC game. USC and Nebraska both have been very good, special teams-wise. But it certainly feels like that Nebraska's at a point now where you expect to have a play on special teams.
100%. Whether it's kickoff returns, punt returns, pump block situations. There's something that they're forcing the situation. I think in years past, Nebraska, it was a liability. I think they were just like, oh my God, I hope we can snap this ball. I hope we can get the hold down. I hope we can just field the punt to get our offense out there. This is 100%. Mike Eckler's crew has changed it, and this was one of the best hires Coach Rule has had, and since he's been here, and it's shown. And I fully expect it. They will find any nook and cranny to exploit a team. If you're not disciplined on gap assignments and pump block situations, they're gonna exploit you. And it's fun. It's finally have that to be a weapon and utilize it. And I fully expect the same. I mean, Notre Dame took back a kickoff against USC just a few weeks ago, and I would expect them to do the same, whether it's on the kick return or punt return game.
Yeah. Sean, what's the reaction kind of been on your board and stuff about the blackout? Joe Melcorn, it's not go big black, it's not go big white, it's go big red, stop with the gimmick uniforms. What's the reaction been on your board?
I think most are okay with it. And look, you get the sense Nebraska almost Penn State does the whiteout. Just picking up on things that Matt Rule had said this week. I wouldn't be surprised if Nebraska wants to do a blackout almost every year. I feel like a night game like this that they can stage. Matt Rule said he wants to wear the blacks once a year at home when it makes sense. So I would not be shocked at all if we see this again down the road. And they're kind of behind. I mean, all the press releases are in black this week.
Websites and
all the social media avatars. I mean, they have gone all in.
The flags at the stadium.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Jay?
I like it. I'm totally.
The black shirt likes it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why. I'm not would have been a fan of the whiteout. And we can,
Are they all reds?
Yeah, I don't mind that as much, but I like it. It's cool. I think in today's day and age of football, obviously Oregon kind of started this whole shtick, but I'm all for it. I think it's fun. I think the fans will embrace it. And if they want to do it once a year, let's find that one game that they can do it every year on a night game.
I'll take this one. Tim says, a pet peeve of mine also are corners and safeties not turning for the ball, even if the secondary is beat, trying to catch up and watch the receiver's eyes reaction. That's when you should turn and look for the ball, defend the pass properly. That's not actually correct. That's not the way it's taught by the best cornerback. You're in phase. The last thing you want to do is turn, because then you lose the person you're in phase with. That's an old-fashioned theory of having to turn your back. And as long as you don't touch the receiver, you're okay. Just get your hand between the hands. Hands are like this. You come between them. You knock the ball away. Do not turn your head, because that's when you lose a guy, and then he goes on.
In man-to-man situation, you play the hands.
Yes.
There's always a rule in man-to-man coverage. You see the ball thrown, you will see the ball caught.
Yes, exactly.
That's the rule of thumb in man-to-man. Now in zone, you can play the quarterback, you can play the routes, but in your man situation, you got to play the hands 100%.
Sean, what do you think the record would be? This is Wes from Facebook. Without Mike Eckler, what do you think the record would be this year?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 2 more losses. I mean, you think about the Michigan State game and how big that block punt was, and you think about last week's kick return. I mean, those were easily 2 games they could have lost.
The kick return at Maryland as well.
And the kick, I mean, so if not 3, 2, for sure, probably 2 more losses.
Yeah, easily. And the fact that we don't even worry about the snap, holder, and kicker for the most part on extra points, where we had to worry about that for a couple of years. You're not worrying about that. Dave from Lincoln, he says, who's the leading rusher in the Big Ten Conference? Well, it's Justice Haynes right now from Michigan, but number 2 is Emmett Johnson. Adam says, why does our secondary get beat a lot? It's not necessarily true.
Not necessarily. I mean, this is still one of the top secondaries statistically in the Big Ten and in the country.
In the country, yeah.
I think people got to remember that other teams have scholarships. They have good coordinators, they have good coaches. They're going to get beat. There's sometimes in defense, there's certain areas where they can exploit you, and you'll give that up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't rarely been beaten over top. I mean, they're going to give up some plays. Listen, defending a sluggo, a slant and go, and man-to-man coverage, that's hard.
Especially on third down.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And especially when it's going to the sticks, that's really hard. You're going to give up. You're playing quarters coverage. You're going to give up some passes underneath because you can't get beat over top. So, yeah, there's good talent out there too. This is the greatest secondary ever invented.
Yeah, I was sitting next to a young man from the Daily Nebraska, and I had the same question, Sean. It's Husker Russ says, why doesn't Quentin Ives get more time? Where's his reps?
He came in for a blitz pickup.
You did.
They brought him in for one play, but I think that's kind of his role. He's probably a better overall because he's bigger. And he can pick up a linebacker in a blitz better than Emmett Johnson. That's when we saw him play. But right now, I mean, Mekhi Nelson and obviously Mosey are the 2 and 3, and maybe code 2. I thought Mekhi Nelson looked good in his one or two opportunities as well.
Yeah, and also Quentin Ives is playing on special teams as well. Let's get your burning questions.
My burning question is, does Nebraska have enough firepower on offense to match up with Lincoln Riley in this USC offense?
Yeah, defensively, this is a big one for the Big Red. Can they limit USC's possessions? If they can keep this offense off the field, Nebraska's definitely had a chance.
My burning question is, can Dylan Raiola hit some long passes? The last 2 weeks, he's really struggled. 2 of 11 overall, over 15 yards. Can he hit some of those to be able to stretch and move back that secondary for USC?